This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Stiltner V Yates. You all are together. You proposed marriage, but those wedding plans are on hold because you believe she's cheating. Mr. Stiltner, tell me how you met a woman 2 times your age.
Your Honor, I met her through her son, which was my friend, been my friend through all my childhood.
So you've known her since you were a kid?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And this is your friend's mother?
Yes, Your Honor.
How did she go from being your friend's mother to your significant other?
When we first got together, which was a couple years ago, she had just had her first surgery. And I didn't recognize her at first. And I looked at her and I thought she was beautiful, and she was wild, and she was just like one of the guys. And
Now you said surgery. This is weight loss surgery, correct?
yes, Your Honor.
And you like what you saw?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I sure
Because
did.
we see there's before and there's after.
Wow.
We started out as being friends with benefits.
Okay.
All right.
We started.
But when did you realize you were having sex with your childhood friend's mother?
I realized that from the first day, Your Honor.
Okay. So by that point, you had figured out who she was, but you didn't have any hesitation of sleeping with somebody that has known you since you were a kid.
No, Your Honor.
All right. There it is.
That explains it.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all. Now, Miss Yates, he said he liked you because you had that certain flow he was looking for. I'm almost afraid to ask the question, but I gotta ask it this way.
Go ahead.
What was it you liked about someone half your age?
All right, well, at the time when I first got together with him, I wasn't looking to be in a relationship with anybody. So the whole friends with benefits thing, that was my idea totally from jump start. However,
So that was the friends with benefits was working for you.
yes, that's what I really wanted. Ultimately, I did not want to get tied back down. I'm in a moment of self-discovery. I've got a new body, a new face, a new look, a new person inside that I'm trying to discover and find, which is when he seen me and was like, dang, you know? And I mean, and it was like, dang, you know what I mean? Because I know I looked good. I looked different. He didn't know who I was. And, you know, and I was glad that I could hold it down like that, though, because...
So did you know him?
Did I recognize him?
Did you know who he was?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I
you
did.
knew who he was.
Yeah.
You enjoyed him
Yeah.
going, woo,
I mean, come on now. I mean, he's cute. He's got his blonde hair, blue eyes, tattooed, nice little body. I mean, you know, I was with a 55-year-old before that. Things happen and then they don't happen. And so, so I left that to keep with the things that keep happening.
Right. So you've been on this end. Now you want to try this end a little bit.
All right, why not? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Well,
So,
Mr.
I wanted
Stiltner-
to live.
no worries.
Mr. Stiltner, Judge Cutler asked Ms. Yates about that first night, so I guess it's my turn. Did that add some spice to it that you were sleeping with your childhood friend's mother?
Yes, actually.
Well, you, according to Miss Yates, you holding it down as a grown man. So
Well, because I see him sitting next to his mother, and I mean, the look on his face is like this. I don't want to hear this. He's almost doing this. La 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 la. So, which I can understand.
Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear about their mother having sex. I mean, I understand it.
And especially
not with your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get it. He's just like, ugh. So you all are vibing. You figured it out. You're friends with benefits. Where did this go wrong? Why are you here?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here because I believe that she is cheating on me. I'm almost certain that she's cheating on me.
Okay. Why are you certain?
Due to the fact that out of the blue, that her son's father called her out of random after 20 whole years of being out of their lives. And he calls her and started talking to her. And then all of a sudden, she was so quick to get up and go get him. It upsets me so bad because he just don't have it like I do anymore. One thing, she's my woman. She's my girl. And she ain't gonna run off across the country.
If I may,
We want
All
you
right?
to.
I get this phone call randomly. He needed to meet his father, who said they needed help. And I said, okay, I'm going to be that person because I am that person. And we picked him up. We brought him back, and I said, you can stay for a while. And
So
now he's been there.
Stay,
Go ahead, love.
stay with you in your house with Mr. Stiltner,
Yes.
okay?
Now.
And Mr. Stiltner, you didn't like that.
No, Your Honor, I totally despise that to the fullest. But he does have a right to see his father, and he does need to get to know him. But that gives her no excuse to bring this man back into this house and throw me out.
When she goes and gets her ex and brings him back to your house,
Yes,
you get kicked out.
yes,
And the ex is who you believe she's sleeping with?
yes.
Now, I did not plan to cheat on him. I did not plan to even break up with him. I didn't plan for any of that to happen. I did break up with Brandon because I thought, well, what if? You know what I'm saying? So it didn't work out, though. I didn't want to be with him. He is not the same person. I'm not the same person. He is not what I want. I found that out very quickly. And when I realized that, I went back to Brandon and I said, hey, I made a mistake. I was wrong. If you'll have me back, I want you back. I want to be in your life. I do love you.
So you all get back together.
Yes, Your Honor.
The ex is gone.
And you move back in the house.
Yes,
and the
Your Honor.
ex moves out, correct?
He's still there.
What?
He is still there.
So
Yes.
you're in the home with your ex and your boyfriend?
Yes.
Y'all are living together.
Yes.
All three of you all are in
Yes.
the same house.
Yes.
Your boyfriend, you, and your ex.
Yes.
How is that working for you, Mr. Stiltner?
It is not working at all, Your
I
Honor.
bet it
I
is.
say he needs to bounce. I tell her she's beautiful every day.
So, Mr. Stiltner, she took you back, you were back together, but you still think that she is sleeping with him.
Yes.
Why?
Because she just started randomly disappearing and tell everybody that she left or she's not here when they all knew that she was up in that guy's room. Locked, doors locked, phone off.
So when she's telling people she's not home, she's in fact in his room, doors locked, curtains shut.
Yes. And she thinks I'm stupid. One night, I walked up there, and she's been gone for hours. I don't even know where she's been. The lock on the door was busted. So I slid the door right open, and I busted her in there, laying all up on him, cuddling. I was like, no, 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 no.
And you saw this with your own eyes.
Yes.
Did this happen, Ms. Yates? He walked in on you?
You know, I'm really trying to recall this, and, at my age, getting older and all, you would think, that whole senile thing.
Did you do that?
No, not that I can recall.
Have you slept with your ex since you got back with Mr. Stiltner?
I know. Come on, let's just keep that real.
So, Mr. Stiltner, have you found anything else to make you believe that she's cheating?
Yes, Your Honor, I have. I walk down into her room, and I see these basketball shorts laying on the floor in like a slobbish fashion, like if they were taken off or thrown or just dropped off, their waist. And the reason why I think those shorts belong to this man was because when I first walked up to his room, when he moved in, I saw these shorts clear as day. They were gold and blue in his bag of clothes. No, it'd be too small for her son, and it'd be too big for me. But no, just right size for him.
All right. And so you found these shorts in her bedroom.
Yes.
Those could have been his shorts. Those could have been his shorts. Obviously, they weren't his shorts.
But he's
That could've been
testified that he
anybody.
saw
Anybody
those
could've
shorts
come in my
before, and he
room
knows
today.
whose they are.
It could have been anybody's shorts up in there.
Look, I can tell you what. If a man sees another man's shorts in his girlfriend's bedroom, he's going to remember that. He might not remember a lot of stuff. He might not remember where he left his keys. He might not remember where his wallet is. He is going to remember seeing another man's shorts in his girlfriend's bedroom.
Ms. Yates, I'd like to hear from your witness. Would you step to the podium? This is your son, correct, Ms. Yates?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you state your name for the record?
It's Michael Yates, Your Honor.
All right. You and Brandon were friends growing up?
Yeah.
All right. And how did you find out that your mom was dating your friend?
Well, actually, me and my mom's been sharing a room for the past several years.
So you knew early on?
So I kind of just walked in and found out.
You walked in on your mother and your friend in the bedroom?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
What happened?
Nothing really happened. I just turned around, walked back out, and I come back later and sat down and talked to my mom and Brandon about it, and...
You sat down with your mother and your friend.
Yes.
After you walked in on them in bed. That had to be an awkward situation.
It was pretty awkward, Your Honor.
What was that conversation like?
I basically just told him that you need a chair, right? That, and I'm not gonna call him daddy.
You're not gonna call him daddy?
Nope.
You're not gonna call your mother's boyfriend, who's your friend, daddy? All right, that's fair. I think that's fair. So how do you feel about their relationship?
To be honest, Your Honor, I think that Brandon is a little too immature for my mom.
Okay.
I just think that they shouldn't be together anymore.
Do you think it's some kind of spark between Miss Yates and your dad?
Now, I know my dad does have feelings for my mom still.
All right, thank you so much for your testimony.
Your Honor, I would like to say something.
Sure.
This is actually none of his business. I don't know why he's stepping into this. This is between me and her. We've been together for a long time, good enough to where, you know, I can hold my own on our problems.
Well, Mr. Stiltner, let me tell you this. He walked in on his mother with his childhood friend. So, yeah, it kind of is his business.
Yeah. And see, I agree. I mean, and this is my son. This is my son. Everything is his business. I hold him down on a daily, and he holds me down. And at the end of the day, whether you're my man or not, he will always be my man in my life.
All right.
It is his business.
Well, I think we've heard enough evidence. And here's what it looks like from our perspective. Mr. Stiltner, you say that her ex recently moved in and kicked you to the curb, and you believe they were in a relationship. You found basketball shorts in her bedroom, and that leads you to believe that they were left there by the ex because you saw him in possession of those shorts previously, and you walked in on her and her ex cuddling during the time he was living there in his bed. And if you find out that she's cheating, you're done.
Yes, Your Honor. She is so disrespectful to me for that, and she's so dishonorable, and she should be like on her knees, kissing the ground I walk. Because I am young, I'm full of life. I want to live a very long time if I'm lucky. And I tell you what, at least every morning I wake up, I can still get that morning wood.
All right. Let me get it together. This court has done a complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams to the courtroom to see, is she cheating? Ron, please report it here. How are you, Mr. Williams?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Miss Yates, is that correct?
That's correct.
Ms. Yates was asked, other than the one time you admitted to having sex with your ex, have you had sexual intercourse with him since then? What was her response to that question?
Your Honor, she said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
On this particular question, the lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Mr. Stiltner, you are getting facts that she has not cheated. How are you feeling at this point?
Utterly surprised, Your Honor.
You're surprised.
Yes, utterly surprised.
Well, we have one more question. Ms. Yates was asked, other than your admission of being with your ex, have you had sexual intercourse with any man other than your boyfriend, Mr. Stiltner? What was her response to that question?
Your Honor, she said no.
What did the polygraph determine?
On this particular question regarding Mrs. Yates' fidelity, there were significant physiological responses which indicated to me she was being deceptive.
So you're not sleeping with your ex. Who are you sleeping with?
Well, we'll go ahead and cut to the chase, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna end a whole bunch of problems for Mr. Stiltner today, okay? I, however, have cheated on Brandon one time a year ago. Nobody knew. I've never seen that man again since. However, I don't want to be with Brandon anymore. I am done playing games with Brandon. Brandon runs around like a 2-year-old that I can't keep up with anymore.
I may be too immature for her, but being with an older lady gave me some experience, and it would be something that a young lady my age would love to have.
You all have been together 17 years, married 11 of those 17 years, but you say you are out the door if you find out Mr. Edwards is cheating. Please explain.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that my husband is going through midlife crisis.
Okay.
And I also believe that my husband is cheating on me with random women.
Okay. Tell me how you feel. What's this been like for you?
It's been hard, you know, because at the beginning of our relationship in marriage, things were great, you know. We're a spiritual family, and we've been close, you know. We talked all the time, and, you know, we communicated. Our sexual life has gone downhill. He doesn't touch me, and on top of it, he's very disrespectful to me with other women.
Mr. Edwards.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, your wife is accusing you of a number of things.
Yes.
How do you respond to her allegations that you are cheating?
I know I'm not. I've never had, in any of the time that we've been married, I haven't cheated. I've never been with another woman. And I'm here today to prove it.
All right, so you've been together 17 years. You got to know him pretty well. What was it that made you say, okay, we've been plotting along, going along, something's changed, something's different?
Because he stopped going to church with us. That was big.
About how long ago did this stop?
About 3 years ago is when everything just started to decline, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Edwards, why'd you stop going to church?
I did. I mean, I was going to church.
And then you stopped?
And then I slacked off on going. But I do, in fact, know that I love my wife. I love my family. You know, and I want this thing to work out between me and her.
First of all, it's not a thing, it's a marriage.
Yes, it is. It is. You're right.
But, Ms. Edwards,
You're right.
was there something else that you noticed that either started or stopped 3 years ago?
Oh, yeah. We have a shared email.
Okay.
So I was roaming through our email as norm, and I noticed that all these women that Robert has been conversing back and forth were responding back to him through emails.
Okay.
And on top of it, he was also into porn sites.
And how do you know this?
I saw it. I saw it on the emails. I saw it in his phone.
Mr. Edwards, you know, who are these other women that you're writing and corresponding with via email?
Well, I'm not corresponding or writing to anyone.
Well, she says she's sending emails.
I did know the emails were being sent, but I wasn't responding to the emails. When I went to the sites, when I went on the sites, I was curious. I was looking, you know, just to be curious with it. But it seemed like once I got on the sites, then people got my email address, and then they start sending things, which I never replied to.
You've never had any kind of physical relationship with any of these women? You never even met them?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Are there any women that you're concerned about in particular, Miss Edwards?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There was a woman that texted his phone and said, "Where are my keys?"
Mm-hmm. So what happened when you saw this text?
I called my husband and I say, "Hey, Robert, what is this?" He says to me he didn't know who it was. I said, "Call him."
Right.
Call him. He did. He got the young lady on the phone, and she said, "You're a liar. You were at my house, and you do have my keys."
Okay, who is this lady whose keys you had?
I have no idea who this person is. I have no idea who this person is.
Mr. Edwards, this
It had to
woman,
be-
she texts you and say, "Where are my keys?" That's a very specific.
Okay, first of all, it should have been somebody texting the wrong number.
But
Somebody somebody, and
She said Robert.
it's more than one Robert on this earth, though.
So, Ms. Edwards.
It's more than one Robert on this earth.
So you're saying that you don't know this woman?
No.
She's got the wrong Robert.
Got the wrong Robert.
So how did she get your phone number?
I have no idea.
So
I have no idea how they
out
got
of
my
all
number.
the phone numbers in the universe, she happened to dial the wrong number.
I think so.
And got somebody named Robert.
Yep.
Okay, Cullen, you're a physics major. You did statistics. What is the
Do you know
statistical
the
problem?
odds of that?
Yeah.
Probably 101 million. I don't know. But I'm just saying that I have no idea who this particular individual was.
So you understand why they look strange to us?
Yes.
And you understand
totally.
why it looks strange to Ms. Edwards?
Of course.
But you're saying it's just happenstance.
No, boy, it didn't happen. I don't know who this woman is, where she's calling from, and better yet, how she got my number.
Okay, now.
Wow.
Robert,
Wow.
Robert is a common name.
Yes, it is. So is Keith.
I mean, the odds are astronomical, but the odds are 1 in however many million. Right. There's got to be that one.
Yeah.
So maybe this is that one.
And that one is standing here.
Yeah.
All right.
The one has got to be standing somewhere. It might as well be here.
It's like that. It's like razor thin, Mr. Cutler.
Well, if the chances are that great, Mr. Edwards, maybe you need to play the lottery.
Yeah, but have you discovered or seen anything else that makes you think that Mr. Edwards might be cheating?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. May I please?
Okay. What you got there?
Well, I made this exhibit board.
Oh, look at you.
Robbie found these items in his vehicle, in his car.
He found these things in his car?
Yes.
Okay.
And brought them to me. The first thing he brought to me was this gold earring.
And what did he say about that?
He said, here, baby, here's your earring. I look at it, and immediately, I'm a well-put-together woman, as you can see.
True that is.
Hey, I know my
True
stuff.
that is.
Okay.
And that's not my earring.
Okay.
Then Robert comes, I say 3 months later, he comes with the silver earring.
Same thing?
Same thing.
Baby, here's your earring?
Car. Baby, here's your earring. I say, Robert, it's not mine.
And what does he say?
It's gotta be yours. It ain't mine.
Wouldn't that, Jan, I object to that. Wouldn't that be foolish for me to bring an earring that was supposed to be in my car that I'm giving to my wife, asking her about it? Why would I bring it to my wife?
Well, that's a logical question.
I could have just easily put it in the trash can and left it alone.
Because you didn't know it was left by the woman you were sleeping with.
Well, as the lot of technical say today, I'm not sleeping with anyone and wasn't sleeping with anyone at that time.
But Ms. Edwards, you're convinced that because he didn't know who it belonged to, he's just accidentally given it to you.
I honestly believe that these women were leaving these crumbs behind so that I can see that they were cheating around with my husband.
So they were marking their territory.
Absolutely.
But why would he even take that chance? If there was a chance that it might belong to somebody else, just throw it away.
Exactly.
That makes
Why
more,
would I bring
that
it to
makes
my
more
wife?
sense.
She has a
And
couple
then
more
abort
things.
that
She's got
bit.
Exhibit C and Exhibit D. What are those?
Yes.
That's a lot
Exhibit
of
C is a hair clip. I don't wear hair clips. I wear bobby pins.
Okay.
So I know that's not mine.
And then you got Exhibit D there. What's that?
Lip gloss. Cheap lip gloss. I don't wear cheap lip gloss.
Okay. He brought it to you?
He brought it to me. He says to me, baby, I found your lip gloss in my car. Again, I say, Robert, it's not mine.
I would have to be a consistent fool, really.
Tell me about Exhibit E.
A lot of exhibits.
Can I approach?
Oh, okay. Approach the bed.
Yes.
Approach.
Well, Your Honor, I was doing my everyday cleaning. I had just got home because Robert and I had a little break, and I was coming home and I started to tidy up the house.
Okay.
Doing light cleaning and all, and I saw something shining, and it was the ankle bracelet. So immediately I grabbed it and I'm like, I knew it wasn't mine.
And where'd you find it?
Behind the headboard.
Okay. Do you wear ankle bracelets?
I wear them, but it wasn't mine.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it wasn't real, so I knew it wasn't mine.
Okay. So what did you do when you got this bracelet? Because I know you did something.
Antennas went up, and I just started thinking, like, if an ankle bracelet is behind there, the only way, my approach, for that ankle bracelet to be behind there, somebody was doing
Baby, hold it. Easy.
Wow.
That's.
Well.
Have mercy.
I have never
Just like
seen
that, huh?
an exhibit like that.
Just
You
like
see
that.
it today, Your Honor.
Yes, we did.
Wow.
All right,
All
Miss
right.
Edwards, you can go back to your podium. I'm actually in a sweat over there. Woo! Okay, Miss Edwards.
So, Mr. Edwards,
How do you explain that ankle bracelet being behind the bed?
I honestly think that someone set us up. I honestly think it, because it's no way possible that I've ever had anybody in our bed, any woman in our bed, in our room, for anything to get placed behind the headboard.
okay. Do you honestly believe that? Do you believe the words that come out of your mouth?
How else could I put anything out there about that particular situation if I don't know how I got there? I don't know.
Well, there's another explanation.
What's that, Mr. Cutler?
What's the explanation?
Another explanation as to how the ankle bracelet got behind the headboard of your bed is that you had another woman in your bedroom.
And I just explained, and I just said I never had another woman in our bed, nor been with another woman since I've been married.
Well, I gotta say,
I have no idea.
With what your wife demonstrated, ain't no reason to go anywhere else.
Yeah, she showed it.
For real.
That's the truth. That's the truth. You're right. That was the demo.
All right, so, Mr. Cutler, I think we have enough evidence. We have Miss Edwards believes that her husband is in fact cheating. And she has said, I'm out. If he is, I'm done. This is not something I'm gonna do.
Completely done.
To get to the bottom of this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner Dave Lawrence to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Lawrence in. Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, I'm a 30-year retired state police officer. I've been a polygraph examiner for the past 26 years. I've conducted thousands of polygraph tests.
And you performed a polygraph examination on Mr. Edwards, is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Hold on, love. I gotta do this. I see the look on your face, Miss Edwards, and it is absolute agony. What are you thinking in this moment?
I mean, my husband, that's my king. When I took an oath with God and I accepted him in my life, my whole life changed. I grew so much with him spiritually. We have a beautiful family.
You love him clearly. Even though you may be angry with him, I know that you love him.
I do.
I love her too. I love her too.
Do you want these results?
Yes.
Are you ready to face the results?
Yes, Your Honor. This will at least help me to be able, because even if he's not cheating, if he's telling me the truth today, at least we'll have some hope to work on. I can work on everything else, but I cannot work on a man cheating on me and you know, just not showing me no decency and respect as his wife, you know?
So it all comes down to this, right now.
Yes. Yes, and if I find out today that he's been lying to me, it's over.
And Mr. Edwards, you understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You understand it all comes to a head right now?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Right.
So, Mr. Lawrence, you asked Mr. Edwards, since the beginning of your marriage, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than your wife? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
Ms. Edwards?
I knew it.
The lie detector determined you were being deceptive. The question asked, since the beginning of your marriage, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than Miss Edwards? And you said no, but the lie detector determined you were being deceptive.
I haven't. I honestly haven't. I can't believe that.
You also asked Mr. Edwards, did the ankle bracelet your wife found behind the headboard belong to another woman with whom you've had sexual intercourse? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
Mr. Edwards?
So it was deceptive saying I'm lying?
You're
I'm not-
lying.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you denied each of those things,
Yes. Yes.
the results determined that you were being deceptive. So you were being deceptive when you said you did not have sex with the person whose ankle bracelet was found behind your
I
headboard.
didn't. No way. There's no way.
Miss Edwards, you came here for the truth.
And I got it.
And you got it. I'm sad that this is what you found out, but I'm happy for you because I know you're gonna pick yourself up and keep it moving.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem finding me no man. Over.